This is Radar for On the Radar Entertainment Blog, coming to another edition of MLB of the 2021 season observation. This is week number 9. So the first thing is the Reds. They're still having this weird lineup where either Suarez, their cleanup hitter, is batting leadoff, or Jesse Winker, Nicky Castellanos, Tyler Naquin, Tyler Stevenson, and Tucker Barnhart are batting all 1 through 5. Winker's a power guy. Nicky Castellanos is a power guy. Naquin has been a guy who's bounced for a couple of teams due to injury and lives up to his potential. Stevenson's the backup catcher. Tucker Barnhart is a catcher with no bat. He's a Gold Glove winner. He can't hit. So their lineup is weird. Then Kyle Farmer's playing shortstop. So is Mike Freeman. Both of them are not shortstop. I did like they've been batting Nicky Castellanos third. That's where he probably should be. And in a blowout, both Mike Freeman and Blandino pitched. Cubs. They play Chris Bryant at 4 positions: right field, left field, first base. 3 positions, and third base. There's no need to play him in the outfield if you're going to play a guy like Patrick Wisdom at third base or Sergio Alcantara, who is a utility player and you can play him anywhere. Wisdom's a first baseman. So I thought it was weird that he was playing first base while Wisdom was playing third base. And then while Bryant was batting second or Contreras is leading off, Ian Happ is batting cleanup, which makes absolutely no sense. Blue Jays, Simeon leading off, Teoscar Hernandez batting 4th, and Joe Panic batting 6th, and Tellez batting 8th. It's stupid. Tellez is this all-or-nothing power guy. Panic, when he ever was good, he was a contact hitter. And Grichuk is not a center fielder, but batting in the middle lineup is where he belongs. Hernandez, I wouldn't view him as a cleanup hitter. Maybe bat him third and have Guerrero bat cleanup. And Simeon should bat 5th or 6th. He's not a leadoff hitter either. Indians, Cesar Hernandez, not a leadoff hitter. Harold Ramirez is not a middle-of-the-order hitter batting 4th or 5th. And we've been over this. Chang's not a first baseman. It should be that Chang, if he plays, it should be the infield. And Harold Ramirez should bat towards the bottom lineup or at the top. Marlins, I don't want to see Cooper in the outfield when in the past Adam Duvall has to play center field. That it's just stupid. You don't have to play him and Aguilar at the same time. Now I'm starting Marte is back, and I'm glad he's back, but him batting second is not where he belongs. And then when they played Interleague, they wasted DH spot at Stan Leon when they could have DH Cooper Aguilar. And then Cooper did DH a few times, which made the most sense. And then they had Sierra leading off, and I like that. Red Sox, I'm tired of seeing Bobby Delbach, Hunter Renfroe batting last. You got them for power. And I also don't want to see Christian Vasquez playing third base when you think he's a Gold Glove caliber catcher. Got plenty of utility guys in this team. The Yankees. DJ LeMay, who've been over, is not a leadoff hitter. Stan's not a number 2 hitter. I don't want to see Giovanni Urshela batting cleanup. That's not where they belong. Stan should be cleanup. Urshela should be batting lower. And LeMay was on a first base for third baseman. I'm tired of this Rougned Odor starting over him. And then Tyler Wade is a second baseman. I know he's a utility player, but he should not be playing center field. Miguel Duarte, I know you got Urshela at third base, but when Luke Voigt's injured, you should be playing at Duarte at first base. Tigers, wasting time with both Norris and Fulmer in the bullpen when dating Norris, Michael Fulmer, better off giving you innings as starter. We've been over this. Robbie Grossman's not a leadoff hitter. Ken Alar's not a number 2 hitter. And then stop playing Harold Castro and Nico Goodrum so that you could play Willie Castro second base and Jonathan Scope at first base. Because I have seen games where each of them have made bad plays at that position because it's not their position. Padres, Tommy Phan's not a leadoff hitter. Norris Cronenworth a number 3 hitter, or Machado a 2 hitter. You're mixing them up. Cronenworth, bottom of the lineup or top of the lineup. I don't want to see Jorge Mateo, McCarney, or Profar playing left field and center field or right field. They're infielder. I know at this point Mateo and McCarney are used as utility players, but come on, you got enough outfielders. Profar should not be playing first base. If you don't play Hosmer, that's where Will Myers should be. And I don't want to see Musgrove, pitch out a bullpen. You just pitch no hitters, one of your better starters. Astros. Why is Altuve still leading off or Correa batting second? We've been over this. Altuve is a 2-hitter. Correa is a middle of the order hitter. Taylor Jones, he's an infielder. Why is he playing the outfield? You got McCormick and you got Miles Straw. And then Jordan Alvarez played left field. Wow, this glorified DH played left field. Royals. We've been over this. Why is Carson Santana batting second and then Benintendi batting third and fourth and putting Dozier all the way at the bottom? Benintendi, if you don't want to bat him second, bat him seventh, maybe. You got Santana and Dozier to bat in the middle lineup. And then you're playing Dozier in right field when you play a guy like Gutierrez is really stupid. It's not like you're playing Whit Merrifield at third base. And I thought Zimmer's supposed to be in the rotation, but pitch him out of the bullpen. Twins. I know you lost both Cave and Buxton, but why is Kyle Garlick already stretched in right field, playing center field and leading off? He's not a leadoff hitter, nor is he a center fielder. Josh Donaldson, he's not a number 2 hitter. And I know you've had injuries, but why is Refsnyder playing center field? I just see between Killerov and Larsenik and a few other young guys that just called up, those 3 should be playing center field. And then Max Kepler, we've been over this, not a leadoff hitter. He hits 20-plus home runs a season. And Killerov should not be playing first base. You got enough guys who are not that good defensively that should play first base. The Angels, why is Justin Upton leading off and batting Jared Walsh second? They should be the middle of the lineup. Siders seeing Juan Lagares batted 4th or 5th. That's not where he belongs. Otani, with all these injuries, should be batting in the middle lineup because he's a power guy. Why you waste a spot on Phil Gosselin at DH when you could DH Ward, Or you could DH Walsh, so they're not playing in the outfield. And I don't want to see Ward in center field. It's one thing to play him in left field, maybe. Right field to stretch. That's why maybe Upton should move back to right field. And then Rojas playing the outfield. No, just play him second base because he had an injury to Iglesias. That's why Fletcher's playing shortstop. And Phil Goss leading off, not really buying that. Mark Canha, I've been over this. Not a leadoff hitter. Seth Brown's a fourth outfielder. He's not a cleanup hitter. Chapman should be batting all the way seventh. And Lowry should be batting third. And Olsen should not be batting second. Olsen and Chapman and Canha should be middle of the lineup. And if you want to bat Lowry somewhere, bat him 2, 7, or 8. And I don't want to see Canha play center field. If you got Skybolt and Seth Brown, there's no purpose. And you got 2 utility players. Cardinal. Outside of Matt Carpenter leading off once and Rondon playing the outfield as utility players, they've had a pretty much lineup where it's Edman, Carlson, the combination of Goldschmidt, Arenado, Tyler O'Neill, Yadi Molina, Harrison Bader. That's a good lineup. And then the Diamondbacks. Carson Kelly's not a leadoff hitter, not a number 2 hitter, nor a cleanup hitter. Got enough guys that can do that. Nor is Alcides Escobar, number 3 or 4 hitter. Pavin Smith, don't want him in center field. It's one thing Christian Walker's back, he's playing outfield. But, center field to stretch, right field a little bit too much. And Marte, why is he in center field if you're starting a guy like Castro in left field? Start Marte in left field, the least amount of stress. And then the Giants, they got Lamonte Wade Jr. from the Twins. He's a center fielder. The Twins could use him now. But then instead of the Giants playing Wilmer Flores at first base, that one of their young guys at first base, even giving Buster Posey some time off and have him play first base, now let's play Lamonte Wade at first base when he's a center fielder. And then Dickerson, we've been over this. He and Yaz are not 3 and 4 hitters. Then I see Posey batting second. Posey's not a number 2 hitter. And Slater, we know, it's not a leadoff hitter nor a center fielder. He's a corner guy, okay? And I see Kazner pitch out of the bullpen. That was a nice run as a starter. Dodgers, we've been over this. Mac Muncy's not a second baseman or number 2 hitter. Will Smith and Gavin Lux should not be number 4 and 5 hitters nor 3rd hitters. And News playing the outfield in McKinstry when the 2 of them are actually busy being the outfielders. The 2 of them are busy playing infield when they have had injuries, so there's nobody playing the outfield, especially if Bellinger, Mookie Betts, and Matt Beattie or and Tezugo have in the outfield. I don't want to see News or McKinstry in the outfield. Beattie in the left field is one thing, but not right field. Don't want to see Austin Barnes catcher play second base when he is a catcher, and they got plenty of guys who play second base on this team. Don't want to see Betts leading off. I know Bellinger's back, but you're still missing some guys like Seager in the lineup. And then they use an opener. Just start David Price for 4 innings maybe. Rangers. Isaiah Navarro, we've been over. It's not a leadoff hitter or number 2 hitter. Nick Solak is perfect in the 2 spot, but they've been batting him 6, which is stupid. And Garcia's not a 3 or 4 hitter, and we've been over this. Isaiah Carvalho's not a shortstop. The Mariners, we've been over. Mitch Haniger's not a number 2 hitter. And J.P. Crawford is a leadoff hitter. So it's nice to be batting second, but I don't want to see him hit their 6. We winners Kyle Lewis, not a number 3 or 4 hitter. I like seeing him too. That's a pretty good spot for him in the lineup. This Gouda guy, the DHing him, he's a catcher. They got way too many catchers with him in Nottingham. It's just stupid. And then Campbell and Walton play the outfield when they're infielders. And Mayfield pitched when they blew out. They have Mitch Haniger. And they got themselves Taylor Trammell. And they got themselves the Clinic guy and the Kyle Lewis. They got enough outfielders that they should not be playing infielders in the outfield. The Rockies, they got enough outfielders. Garrett Hampson should be playing second base or shortstop with Tyler Rogers because of the injuries they've had in the infield. I don't want to see McMahon playing second base. I know you like Fuentes, but come on. McMahon's a pretty good hitter, and now he's the number 2 hitter. Shasim pitching out the bullpen. I guess there's no room for him, but he's really a starter. And at the same time, Blackman, I like him batting 3rd or 5th. He's not really a cleanup hitter. Pirates, we've been over this. Why is Bennell still playing center field if you got Ben Gamble and Tom back? It makes no sense to see those guys in the corner. So we've been over this. Stallings is not a cleanup hitter, and Brian Higgs, now that he's back, he should be batting at the middle of the lineup, not second. And Eric Gonzalez should not be playing first base. He's an infielder. If you want to play somebody at first base, maybe put a catcher at first base. Move Brian Hayes to first base. You don't want to take a shortstop and play him first base. Phillies. Andrew McCutcheon leading off, stupid, along with Lou Barrera batting 7th. What I didn't notice is they started to change their mind. Segura batting 2nd, which is good. Hoskins batting 3rd with Bryce Harper out. You need that. And then they move McCutcheon down to the 6th spot. I'm like, thank you. Get him out of the leadoff spot. Give him an RBI opportunity and have a Dual Barrera lead off. Great. That's what he was doing before. And Chase Anderson been a bullpen. I guess that's what they want to do. The Rays. Play Walls or finally call it Wander Franco. Don't play Wendell as shortstop. Brandon Lau, we've been over. It's not a leadoff hitter. Yada Diaz is not a number 2 hitter. Brasaro's not a cleanup hitter. Nargo is not a 5th hitter. Margot's speed bad at the top or the lineup or bottom. Yada Diaz a power guy bad in the middle. Lau should be batting 2nd. maybe even third. Then I don't want to see McCool walk out of the bullpen when you don't have enough starting pitching. Brewers. Well, too long we've been always not a leadoff hitter. Lenjo Kane is not a middle-of-the-order hitter, nor is Vogelbach a number 2 hitter. Vogelbach's a middle-of-the hitter. Kane's a good leadoff hitter. JBJ in right field, I'd like to see him in center left field, especially with Kane injured. And here playing left field, yeah, you got enough utility guys. You don't have to move him to the outfield. National, outside of them still doing this stupid thing of Juan Soto batting second and Josh Harrison batting 5th or 6th and even playing him in center field when they have Victor Robles and Andrew Stevenson is stupid. But for the most part, their lineups have been great because they went back to Trey Turner, Harrison at the top, going Soto, Schwarber, Bell, Starlin Castro, and the catcher and the center fielder. Perfect lineup there. Oh, we've been over this. DJ Stewart's not a right fielder. And if you're going to play him in right field, that's one thing if you're going to accommodate playing Mancastle in left field. But if the DH spot is open, one of the two of them should get that spot. And Mancini batting second and then having Santa there, or Galvis bad cleanup is stupid. Mancini's leading the league in RBIs, or at least the American League. He should be batting cleanup, and Santerre should be batting third. Galvis should be batting second or at the bottom. The White Sox. Why would you bat Yasmani Grandal second, AJ Glam second, and then days have had him Eden bat 5th or 6th? Eden's been pretty good in the leadoff or the 2 spot. You want power from Grandal and Lamb. And Mendick and Lamb playing right field. I'm hoping that they just stop doing this because Lamb in the outfield is a stretch. Mendick's the utility player, that's one thing, but you got to stop that. Braves, Acuna Freeman 1-2, where Albies is batting third. Acuna Freeman should be in the middle lineup, especially with Ozuna's injuries and domestic, abuse happening that he did to his wife or not. Can't get all the detail. They should be batting at the middle of the lineup. Albies should be batting second. Andrian's a utility player. They got enough outfielders between Almonte, Heredia, Inciarte. They should have Andrianza play left field. Newcomb pitching on the bullpen. Man, they have all these injuries rotation. Might as well start him now. And the Mets, Brian McCann should now be batting third. You got yourself Alonso back, and you got Smith. It's a good middle of the lineup there. Don't want to see Smith also playing left field at the beginning when, before Alonso came back, McCann was playing first base. Just play him in first base if Alonso's not playing. Then I see Blankenorder they just got. He's an infielder. Why is the outfielder? Brandon Drury in left field is one thing. Right field is stretch. You got Billy McKinney, you had Cameron Maybin, and you just called Mason Williams up. You got enough guys, and Pilar's now back. You don't need to play Drury or Blankenhorn in the outfield. And McCann, I'm glad that he was batting third and did well, but he's not a middle-of-the-order hitter. 5th, maybe the highest I'd put him. But yeah. And just really the Cardinals and the Nationals this week had pretty much the best lineups without the least amount of issue. Thank you for listening to our edition of the 2021 MLB season of Week 9. For On the Radar Table Blog, I'm Radar. See you guys next time.